just past 4 in the morning. And the birds have been up for a while. I just can't sleep anymore. Morning has broken, like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken, like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the springing. Thank you, Lord.
Hi all you beautiful people, welcome to our Sunday Shining. I've been working on this for a while. It wasn't very successful, so let's just see what happens now. So yeah, we're having some very hot days here, and I have not slept much this last night. I got up very early. So yeah, going to try doing this early in the morning. So I send you all my love where you are, and thank you for being you, for being there, for being a part of this channel, and for what you share in the comments and just by being you. So what I really wanted to shine some light on this week was the masculine lover. And it's a difficult subject because there is a lot of emotion connected to this. But I'm going to try. Because why is it called the lover? Because that's what we are. Whether we are a man or a woman, we came to love, and we came to be a part of this new world that is all built on the foundation of love. And love is our true being. That's the essence of who we are. And so we're going to dive into this world of men, and I'm seeing it from the woman's side, so it is very coloured. It is very, very coloured by all the experiences I've had from the first man in my life, which was my father, to my two brothers, my big brother and my little brother, the boyfriends and friends I had when I was growing up or a big girl, and the husband I have now, or I am with now. And so that has coloured, that has inspired me and just given me the view and the feelings that I have towards this. And so I can't really speak about what it's like to be a man because I'm not a man. But we'll do the women next time, I think. We'll have a little, yeah, have some focus on men today and women next time. So what I really want to say is, start off saying that deep down we are not a man or a woman, because deep down our spirit is no sex. So the true nature of who we are has no sex. We are non-sexual. But to come into this, when we come into this realm, we have to choose a gender. Either we want to be a man or a woman. And I know that some are more or less both, and so we're not trying to leave anyone out here, but we just have to make things simple sometimes. So we're just focusing on the masculine being on this planet. So so the masculine being is something that half of us have chosen in this lifetime, and with it comes a whole set of rules, in a way, of how are you a man and how do you express yourself as a man. And we are yin and we are yang, so we are both. We have the feminine qualities and we have the masculine qualities, all of us. So you can, this is about men who are masculine, but many women are very masculine. But so yeah, there's many variations to this, but we're just talking about the man. And so what I really want to talk about is the man becoming himself, the authentic, passionate, honest man, which I feel is the way forward, that is the process we're all in, to become the authentic selves that we are and to express our emotions in our own natural way. In many cases, not all cases, because things are changing a lot, but throughout history and maybe the last, maybe thousands of years, I think it's been a theme for women to reach the emotions of their men, because of the way that we have been living. The men were the hunters and the women were at home looking after the children. We have developed these qualities. The feminine qualities are very strong in the woman, mostly, and the masculine qualities are strong in the men, and they are different qualities. And so it is natural for the woman to be more emotional. It just is more natural for the sex that we are, because of the way that our body works, because we give birth to the children, because we are with the children more, and we have to communicate. It's very important that women were able to communicate, whereas men who were lying there behind the rocks, they had to be quiet, completely quiet, and not say anything, because if they weren't quiet and they were yap 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 yap, they wouldn't catch anything, and everybody would die. So the man has was a very fine quality for a man to just be quiet, and it was a very fine quality for a woman to be able to communicate a lot, so that the children were guided, and the women had to work together, and they had to speak to each other. So I think just to come into a relationship right now on the earth, 2020, I think maybe not so many of the young relationships, but older people like me and older, that has been a theme, I think, in many relationships, that the woman feels that she reaches the man, and that the man dares to be his authentic self and express himself with the emotions that he has, and stand in his truth and be the strong character that he is. Dare to be with the woman as the being that he is, and stand forth with what he feels, and do it in a way so that she feels loved by him. And this is really, really complex, because being able to one thing is to access these emotions, which I think in a way can be a woman's duty in a relationship, to help the man access his emotions. Sometimes the woman can't do it, and the man has to go off on a journey on his own. And I think that's really for most people, really, we have to go off on ourselves and find our true nature. It's for women and for men. There's no way around this. Your partner can't help you all the way, or your sister or whatever. But in a relationship, I think often it can be the one of the responsibilities for a woman to help the man to access his heart, to unlock his heart, and to dare to feel what he feels. And this is it's very sensitive, this. So I know from experience it's not, it can be very, very hard to know how much should you do for your partner and how little should you do. But what I'm just getting these days is that sometimes the woman has to unlock the heart of the man, and can find, by being creative, help him find the key so he can unlock his heart. Because a man who has closed his emotions in is not here. He's simply not present on earth. Because the emotions are the gateway to the soul. And if you're not expressing your emotions, you're not here. Your soul is not present. So the way to become present as a man on this planet, and for a woman, but we're just focusing on men, is to allow yourself to feel as you feel, and to be there. No matter how all these masculine traits that we want to have, that men want to have, in a way we have to forget about this. When the heart has been locked for a long time, and our authentic self, our soul, has really been locked away, in a way we have to forget what sex we are, because the only thing that's really important is that we start accessing what we feel. And this can take years, and this can is something that does take years. But sometimes we can take huge leaps, because, and especially in this time that we're living in right now, things happen very, very fast. But it is the way forward. There's no other way to go. We all have to be, if we're going to live in New Earth, we have to be our authentic selves. And the only way to become our authentic selves is to feel as we feel, to go the path of the emotions, and sense how when we go into this place and we dare to feel as we feel, and maybe many old memories will come up, which is very difficult, and we can go through the dark night of the soul, which is like we're feeling we're dying, as I've mentioned recently, dying of pain, inner emotional pain. But we have to do this. We have to go through this process to become present as our spirit, to bring our spirit to the forefront. And it's really first then, it's not till then that we actually are born into this world. So a person or a man who has never unlocked his heart has never been present. And many men never, many women maybe, never reach to that, and they leave the planet before it happens. But this process we're in now, that's what this is all about. So for every man who wishes to be, to have a wonderful life, this is the way to go. To start feeling your emotions, and to allow your true self to come forth. And when this happens, to start to express the emotions you have. express them to the world around you. And if you're in a relationship, let them come out. You might, and that's what I think, you can be a father, you can be in a family dynamic, and if you're going through this, this process of really finding yourself and becoming yourself, there can be some turbulent years where you seem like one of the children, or you just, you can't be in the father role, and you can't be a responsible person in that family, because this is so intense. But there can be a mixture. So some of us can stay in our family dynamic and go through this process of becoming ourselves. Some of us have to leave, and that's what really often happens. The family has to break apart so that each of us can awaken, can come to this place. So just going back to being a woman and experiencing men who have locked their hearts away, there's an enormous longing for the man to step forth and be himself. That's what I feel. And so what? Just what I'm being inspired to do is to really find the humor in this, because deep down we are authentic, passionate lovers. We are shining diamonds with all the love that we need for any relationship and for any life, whether we're going to live alone or live with a family or whatever, partnership. All the love is there. All we need to do is access it and let it shine forth. And as I've said so many times before, this what we will experience in this process is that the love that the woman can be longing for the man to be an authentic lover, but deep down we women have to find that lover within ourselves. And that's when the magic really starts happening, because when we are fulfilled with love, we know that we are loved, and we are the love supply. The supply of love is all coming from within. That's when the woman really becomes whole, experiences her wholeness. And maybe then the woman can start helping the man, because the woman might be longing for the man to open up, but the woman is no longer longing to be loved, because she's already loved. She is love. So there's no lack. When we completely, fully awaken, as far as, we'll keep awakening, but when we've gone through this and found the deep love that is within, there is no lack anymore. There can be a longing for, in a relationship, to experience the other part of the relationship, opening the heart and letting the love flow out, so that the love from your heart as a woman and the love from the man that you are with can flow together, and there can be fireworks. There can be fireworks, because that's really what is really what has to happen. What will happen in future relationships, that both of us will be complete in our love, and we will be the beloved and the lovers, and we will be with a person who resonates with this, so that our love can flow together and become a river of love that flows into the world, that two people are creating to bless the world, so that we really are the sperm and the egg, and we are creating new life with our love. Not necessarily a baby, but the partnership is both bringing their supply of love. See, for you to, for a man or a woman, and we're just talking about men now, for men to really bring their love forth, you have to go through all these emotions. That is what unlocks the heart. So, what more can I say? What more can I say about this? Yeah, let me just repeat this again. If you are a man listening to this, when we are still in the 3D way of thinking, we can think, I want to be this and this type of man, and I'm going to do all I can to become that type of man that has these and these and these and these and these qualities. And that is never the way to go. So to have some plan of what type of man you want to be, and to try pushing yourself towards that, will never be authentically expressing yourself. So in a way, we have to, when we go through this process of becoming our authentic selves, we are really going out of our gender. We have to let go of the picture of the man. What type of man are we to be? Well, that will come when you go and connect with your emotions and become your authentic self. The man that you are meant to be on this planet, which is maybe very masculine, maybe quite feminine, will appear. It will come forth naturally, and you will become the natural man that you love to be. So it can really, really hold us back in our development when we have this picture of what we want, and we keep forcing ourselves towards it, because no authenticity can come from that. Your soul cannot work with that. So to become this amazing man that you came to be, which each man came to be, in a way you have to let go of your man. The man that you have become, let him go, let him be. The man that you wish to be, let him go. And turn towards really your inner boy, your inner child, and say, okay, who am I? What am I? What do I feel? What is going on in me? And that is when your authenticity starts to be born, because you embrace your authentic self. So all these systems from outside that are dictating how you should be drop away. You let them go, let them be. It's useless. In this, where we're going now, it's useless. So to ask yourself, who am I? What do I feel? Did I have this very domineering mother who I was afraid of ever since I was little? Did I have this very domineering, maybe violent father? Whatever you have been experiencing has maybe made you lock your heart away. And all these beautiful emotions that were in your heart, that are in you, have been closed away. And so, in a way, you have put yourself in a prison where your true self is not able to come forth. And all you need to do is really to find that courage within you to say, I want to feel myself. I want to feel what I feel, no matter what. No matter how wimpy, how stupid, how hysterical I might feel, because I am a man. I can't sit here crying for 3 days. Well, you can. And that's where the gorgeous, authentic, passionate lover of a man comes forth, when he dares to allow himself to lie there crying with a little rag wiping his eyes for 3 days. This has been so tough. That process of becoming the sad little boy is where the amazing, gorgeous man is born. It's by becoming that little boy that the true, authentic man that you are, that's where he grows from. That's the garden from which he grows. So you tend the garden by going to your emotions and allowing the emotions to be. And your wife might run away and never come back when you start doing this. But I could imagine that she wouldn't. She would say, oh, this is amazing, because the man I've been longing for all these years soon will appear. And he's beautiful, he's wonderful, because he is who he is. He was actually the man I married, the true self that was under all those layers of pain. That's who I married, and that's who I've been longing for all these years. And now, because he's crying there day after day, I know that soon he will step forth. The true, authentic self will step forth. So the king will step out of the room. The king that you are as a man, that you are born to be, in whatever shape and form that might be. I might be with many feminine qualities and not so many masculine qualities, whatever. But the most gorgeous, juicy, delicious, wonderful part of you is your authentic self. There is nothing more gorgeous than your authentic self. And so just what I want to share here is that the process we're in is that we all need to develop, when we do this inner healing work and really allow the emotions to come forth and our authentic self to come forth, we will probably experience that we are really the feminine, the yin and the yang, the feminine, the masculine qualities are really in balance. Because in a way, really, inside we are in balance, and we know exactly how to be a man and a woman in our own beautiful, balanced way. And the only reason why this has not been functioning and hearts have been locked away and people have not dared to be themselves, and there's been all this pain created from non-authenticity, all this is only because of all this pain that has been experienced that has not been released. So, but when we come forth as our authentic selves, we can play, and we can play with, and we can focus on, just have a look into the way that we are humans, and have a look at what are the feminine aspects and what are the masculine aspects of me, and how do I express them. And we will, might have to practice some of these qualities because they are not so developed in us. And that's what is to be. That is the wish of the Lord, that we, each and every one of us, become whole within the gender that we are. So I, as a woman, have my masculine qualities well developed and my feminine qualities well developed. So I really feel whole. I have both. And that's really coming back to finding the love within, that when we go so deep and we realize that God within is there, and He's filling us, and we're no longer in lack as a woman, this wholeness will really, I think it will express itself as a balanced masculinity and femininity. But I'm sort of going around in circles. But I think this is all about awareness. It's all about awareness. Becoming aware of who am I? Who am I? And who do I wish to be? How can I develop these traits that I love? And it's all there. It's like this, we've all got these piano, I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, what's the, Paul, what's his name? Paul McCartney. Ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side, na 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 na. Why don't we? That's about love. But we are all born with, given all these things on the piano, and because of our life, because of all the lives that we've lived, and because of our soul qualities, we have played on only some of the key, I think they're called keys, on the piano. And what we're being asked to do is play on every key, use every key, develop all these multitude of aspects within our being. Let them come forth. Do it naturally, in a relaxed way, accepting that we are different, and of course from birth we have different aspects that are more developed than others, but playing with changing the way we are, using humor. That's what I've been inspired to, in this process of unlocking hearts, helping people around me become more authentically themselves, daring to come forth as they are, that I use humor, and yeah, I can talk more about it in another time when I've been trying this for a while. It's a little experiment I have. So women longing for their men to open their hearts is a theme of this Sunday shining, and my love goes out to you, women, who long for your man to open and become his authentic self. It goes out to you from me, because I know about it, and it's painful, and it's all meant to be. And my heart also, or my love, goes out to you, men, wherever you are in your life. And if you feel that your emotions are locked away, you have locked away your heart, my love goes out to you. And I hope that this video maybe helped you to start to unlock your heart, and to trust that whatever you do, when you go this journey, life can only become more and more beautiful. And all your goodness and all your qualities will flow forth. So, and this is win-win, because every time a human being opens his heart, unlocks his heart, and allows the emotions to flow forth so that he can come and be present in this world, every time it happens, the whole world is lifted, because one more person has been born. So we're going into a time of complete awareness of ourselves, and awareness of each other, and awareness that we are love, and that all that we are doing here is about love, nothing else. And where we're going step by step, everything is going to be more and more playful. That because the fear is dropping away. Men through history have had to go to battle into these enormous wars and all these very, very, very frightening things. But often the most frightening thing we feel there is to meet ourselves and to go into the emotions that are in this locked heart. It takes enormous courage to start to do this. But when we do, so what I was going to say is that the fear. When we fear meeting ourselves and going through the emotions, we are a being of fear. We are spreading fear in this world. We are the energy of fear, and we are in a very low vibration. And so when we let this fear go, we say we'll go over this wall of fear. I don't want that wall to hold me back anymore. I want to meet myself. I want to be myself. Even if I'm going to be the biggest wimp for 3 years, crying in my couch, I don't care. You let go of the fear. And that's when your strength and your courage and your true warrior steps forth. Because the true warrior, he dares to cry for 3 years. That's the true warrior. He dares to go into the heart and the core of who he is, no matter what he's going to meet. How many dragons, or witches, or whatever he's going to meet. Because he wants to go into the core of life. He wants to meet the most inner of the inner. Because that's when he is born. So when we start this journey, we let go of fear. And that's when we start to really shine. Although we're in the process of going into this, we start shining our power and our light straight away, because fear has gone. I dare to be in this world. I dare to feel who I am, no matter what it is. And when we've been in this process for a while, the king, for a man, the king steps forth. He will step forth because he's in there. So fear weakens us, and fear is not of the future. We don't need it anymore. So this was a little journey into men and to being a woman and experiencing men. And isn't it beautiful how this planet has the male and the female, and how we can complement each other, and how when it really is the love, the deep love is allowed to be expressed and flows out, how these fireworks are divine fireworks, and how this can produce so much beautiful. So it's good that we have roosters, and we have hens, and we have bulls, and we have cows. All of nature is full of the masculine and the feminine. So this was focused on the masculine, and yeah, I hope you could use it in some way or the other. And next time we'll go into the feminine. So let's do a Gabriel message and see what he has to say. So this is the Gabriel message number 55. Take time to bless that which you have and ask for what you want. Dear one, you may be finding yourself in a time of questioning and dissatisfaction with your life. However, this is also a time of great opportunity. Every moment of your conscious awareness creates the qualities of your future moments. You can ask for those qualities you feel are missing from your life now, and they will come to you from your sincere prayer. It is not about asking for material things. Instead, ask for those qualities of consciousness you believe you would have if you had the things you want. For example, if you want a new job, what qualities would this job give you? Abundant income, harmonious atmosphere with co-workers, fulfillment and joy doing that which you love, perhaps ease in transportation. When you know the qualities you want, this allows the universe to provide these qualities in a work situation that may be even better than the type of work you were looking for. When you ask for a narrowly defined work environment, you may get exactly what you ask for, but the qualities that would make you happy may not be present. So here is a little practice. It's important not to limit the response of the universe to the confines of your present awareness. But if you do choose to be precise, also say, "This or something better, God," and then let go. You can always give thanks in advance for answered prayers by saying, "Thank you, Spirit, for meeting my needs in ways better than I can imagine. Thank you for the divine order in this situation." Blessing situations also brings more good to you. Even if your world appears to be falling apart around you, you can bless the changes occurring and know there is divine order beneath the illusion of disharmony. Though it may not appear that you have much you can bless, you can bless the gift of another day of life. You can bless the learning experiences you are now receiving, knowing they are bringing you to a greater good. You can bless the people in your life, knowing that you are perfect teachers for what you need to learn at this time. Remember to give more attention to what you want than on what you don't have. It seems a small distinction, but power is given to whatever you focus your energy upon. If what you are experiencing is not what you want, bless it anyway. But do not dwell there. Shift your focus to ask for whatever good you want: greater happiness, joyful relationships, abundant income, satisfying work. Then say, "Thank you, God," and release your prayers to the universe to be fulfilled. Whenever you think of it, bless your life. Say thank you for what you have and want. Then let divine will take over. You deserve to be happy and have miracles in your life. A prayer attitude of blessing and gratitude can bring to you all the good life has to offer. You are worthy to receive the grace of God. All you ask sincerely are answered in kind. All who ask sincerely are answered in kind. Remember your message from the angels today. Take time to bless that which you have and ask for what you want.
The little roosters are maturing, becoming men. Responsibility.
So asking for what we want could be to ask for help to feel what we feel, to unlock our hearts and just feel, what is it that I feel? Help me, Lord. Help me feel the emotions that are in me, no matter what they are. So, yeah, that would be a good thing to ask. What do I feel? It's okay to feel what I feel. So, yeah, I send you all my love, and I wish you all a beautiful Sunday and a wonderful, wonderful week, wherever you are in this world, in the summertime or the wintertime. Take care, my friend.